right, chaos, turmoil, madness. Those are the words thrown around by critics describing the Trump White House. Someone who once had a front row seat to all of it says ignore the talk. The president's process may be different, but it's getting great results. Here's former White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus.
You can't look at the distractions. I think what the staff has to do is focus in on the results. And so I think what the president does, and he writes about it even in his own books, is he puts rivals around him intellectually. You have people like Wilbur Ross, who's going to be on your show, and Gary Cohn. And he puts those two guys in front of him and says, okay, fight out tariffs in front of me. And they fight it out. The media covers the fight, but ultimately the decision is made. So the drama is there, but that is how the president makes decisions.
Chris Direwalt, author of the Halftime Report and Fox News politics editor, joins us to break it down. What do you make of this idea that the president likes to set up rivals, to duke it out? It helps him come to his decision, and he doesn't care about the outside view that it's chaotic.
Well, I think he thrives in chaos. I think he is a creature of chaos. And I think that for the period of time, if you think back to, Counselor, the period from essentially August or September, until wherever this went over off the skids the last time, in this current iteration of White House chaos, is we had this Kelly period where there's going to be a clampdown, there's going to be process, there's going to be rules. They got the tax package tax package through, and it was like, hey, maybe this is okay. That's not how Donald Trump operates. That is not how he rolls. He likes it crazy. He likes the popcorn popping, and I don't think any chief of staff or anybody's ever going to make that change. John Kelly may have commanded lots of Marines, but I don't think he ever commanded Donald Trump.
I don't think anyone commands Donald Trump. He rolls and he does his own thing. All right, I want to run through a couple of midterm things because I love those. You love them. I want to talk to you about this. Okay, Thad Cochran, the senator from Mississippi who has been very ill, a Republican, said today, I regret my health has become an ongoing challenge. He's saying he's going to soon bow out, probably the beginning of April.
Right.
So there's already a seat being contested there. Are we going to end up with 2 Senate races in Mississippi this fall?
We're going to get we're probably going to get our 35th Senate race of this year, and there's going to be a doubleheader in Mississippi. Now, the question here is, there's a candidate, Chris McDaniel, who tried to knock him off before, that now says he's challenging Roger Wicker, who is the incumbent senator.
Right.
So does he then peel off and say, psych, what I actually meant was Roger Wicker is not a swamp creature and fine, and I want to serve with him in the United States Senate. I'm going to go over here for this open seat. So there's going to be quite a lot of jockeying going on down there.
That could be super interesting. I feel a road trip coming on.
I feel a road trip.
I
see it. I see it.
Meanwhile, tomorrow it's Texas. This is really the first voting now. As we move to the midterms, what happens tomorrow there?
So Texas, Democrats are pointing to the enormous turnout that they had in early voting. Put it to you this way. The Republicans were pleased because they got a big jump in early voting. They went up 50,000 votes and said, we're stronger than ever. And the Democrats answered with an increase of more than 200,000 votes.
Whoa.
So the Democrats are fired up. They are engaged. There are House seats in Texas that the Democrats would like to have. But the cherry on top, Ted Cruz is in a safe seat in the halftime. Today we moved the ranking, though. We moved him from likely Republican to leans Republican just because we need to see how much energy really is there. I don't think Cruz is in any kind of big trouble right now, but we're watching the race more closely because this amount of Democratic intensity in Texas is sort of unprecedented.
I mean, so many of these races, it's all about who shows up.
Oh, and in midterms, remember, it's not about what the people want, it's what the voters say. Right. And who shows up at the polls is what determines the shape of that electorate is going to answer the question of who wins and loses. And right now, Democrats are storming the polls and the Republicans are lagging back a little bit.
Many more conversations to be had
so good
on this front. Chris, thank you.
Power to the people.
Good to see you.